When it comes to Marvel Studios and Marvel Comics, there's always some discrepancy between the characters' looks and translation from comic to live action. Sometimes you have a Drax scenario, and sometimes you have a Gamora, where they do take her skin color and make it work, but it turns out the accurate skin color was actually the second choice. Boy, that's a strange way to approach that. So I think most people are very well aware, and we've talked about it on here. Drax in the comics is green. In the movies, he's gray. Okay, well, they made that change because they didn't want too many green characters in the MCU or even in Guardians. Which brings us to Gamora. As we would go on to learn, Gamora was obviously, in the end result, green just like in the comics. Except that wasn't the first choice. James Gunn would recently reveal that when they were doing Gamora's design, and when they had Zoe Saldana in there, when they were testing paints, what they wanted to do was actually make her blue. Gamora was going to be blue in the MCU, but then they thought of the connection to Avatar. Since she's an Avatar, she's the main... Oh god. Blue people. Na'vi. She's the main blue female Na'vi, whose name I can't remember. They figured, yeah, this isn't going to really work. So they decided, let's just go with green. Let's test this, and since Drax isn't going to be green, oh, it turns out it works. So we're going to make her look just like how she does in the comics, more or less, with the skin tone. And I think that worked out. Honestly, I don't think blue would have worked out for her. I just think that's sort of lame. Like, reading Guardians prior to their film versions, I always pictured her as green because that's how she was shown. So blue would have been definitely different. And also I think that would have brought with it a bunch of its own problems, because the Kree are blue and the main villain is blue because Ronan. So, I think you start to understand what I'm getting at here. If they made her anything else but green, it could have been a problem. You make her red, well, that's aggressive. That's red. That's not what you want to do. So you gotta do another color. You make her blue. Well, now she clashes with some of the other characters, specifically the one that we're painting as villain and villain-is in the MCU. Okay, well, make her green. Well, Drax is gonna be, screw it, just makes Drax gray, I guess, and she can stay green. Good choice. I don't think anybody would have connected the dots with the whole Avatar thing, besides hardcore nerds, but hey, at least she's not blue.